All right, good evening, everyone. Dan Hunt with the JSKA Rochester Virtual Dojo. It's October 9th, Tuesday, and I am still working my way toward full recovery of my hip replacement. But today we're going to have Marc Rotzel and Marty Mendel leading class and taking us through some good work. So with that, I'm going to let Marc start us off. And I'm going to turn off my video so you guys don't have to worry about that.
Sounds good. So that means today we're going to split the class. I will do the first half and Marty will do the second one. I will start up with a little bit of warm-up and then we move on to cardio karate and at the end some exercises for hip movement or hip rotation. Let's just warm up a bit to get the pulse up.
Marc, if you back up just a little bit, that might be helpful. See your face too.
Arms to the front. And legs to the side. And arms again to the side. Let's crank up the speed a bit. Slow down again. Now rotate. Okay, good. Hands to the ground and rotate forward. And backwards. Palms to the front. Rotate forward. And backwards. And palms up, forwards. And backwards. Good. Let's rotate the arms to the front. Big circles. And back. Good. Lift up the knees. Easy kicks. Good, and rotate the knees outward. And inwards. Good, side kicks. And back kicks. Good. Let's go in kiba. Straighten one arm. Other arm. Good. Turn to one side of the room. Move your hips to the front. Go on the ball of the foot on the rear leg. Turn your hips a bit more and straighten this arm off the side where the leg is in the rear. Okay, change. Same thing, hip to the front. Push it forward. Put the rear foot on the ball of the foot. And straighten this arm upwards. All right, good. So let's start with some cardio. So it's 2 rounds with 8 sets. take it a bit slow in the first round, but then we can keep it up on the second round. Volume. Good. So the first one is rear leg, front leg, gyaku, and back. So rear, front, jab, gyaku. Okay. Rear, front, jab, gyaku. Rear, front, jab, gyaku. Halfway through, we will switch. Okay, switch legs. Rear, front, jab, gyaku. Rear, front, jab, gyaku. Okay, break. Shuffle up, Maigeri, front leg, rear leg, and down. Shuffle up. Okay. And then just go back and to the opposite side. Shuffle up. Good. Next one, step forward, elbow up, get on the right, elbow. Go back, opposite side, up, down, elbow. Good, so step in, elbow, down, elbow. Good. Oh yeah. Jab, gyaku, step, same hand, jab. So jab, gyaku, step, and jab. Jab, gyaku, and steps. Front, rear, and again rear. So twice the same arm with a step in between. Jab, gyaku, and forward. Good. Hibadachi, 2 punches, 2 kicks, and step. So punch, punch, kick, kick, and jump. Jump, jump, kick, kick, and jump. Punch, punch, kick, kick, and back. Try to kick with the outside leg first, because then you can nicely jump. Good. Good. Kibadachi. Hop, hop. Sanban-tsuki. Back. Two hops. Good. Good. Jab, pull back, get on the right. My Gary, jab. Jab, pull back. My Gary, jab. 1, 2, 3. Pull back. Last one. Shift jab, pull back, carry, gyaku. Shift, pull back, gyaku. Okay? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Good. Quick break. Comment to the last one. So go back, don't sit in here, explode, go forward right away. So back and go forward. 10 seconds, then it's the second round. So rear leg, front leg, jab, jab. Okay? Rear, front, rear, front. Change sides. Rear, front, jab, jab. Rear, front. Good. Shuffle up, Gary, rear leg. And then you go back, opposite side. 1, 2. 1, 2. Good. Step forwards, elbow upwards. Get elbow right in the groin, elbow upwards. Opposite side steps. Knee. Knee. Good. 15. Jab, gyaku, step, same hand. Jab, gyaku, jab. Okay. 1, 2, 3. With a step. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Keep on. Punch, punch. Outside leg, inside leg, and jump. Punch, punch. Outside, inside, and jump. Good. Keep on. 2 hops forward. Someone. 2 hops backward. Someone. 2. Good. Good. Shift jab. Pull back. Get on my right. Mighty heavy jab. Jab. Pull back. Mighty heavy jab. Okay. Last one. Jab. Pull back. Heavy. Explode right away in. Jab. Back. And in. Okay. Last one. Good. That's it. Walk a bit. Don't stand still. Okay, good. Second part of my part is about hip rotation. Means open, close, what things can be done wrong, and to what things we have to pay attention to. So it means if you put the left leg in the front, right leg in the rear, and if we open the hips like this one here, an often mistake is the front knee tends to lean inward and the rear knee tends to go outward. But that's wrong. So it means both knees should be fixed facing to the front. That means this one stays straight and this one here as well. So it means we just bend our hips, but from here down to the foot, it stays the same. The upper part changes, of course, but the lower part stays the same for open and for close. That means open, the knee is going to the front, and close. Open, close, both knees fixed, okay? Let's go on, left leg to the front, and do this slowly. Pay attention to your knees. So both knees, 2 points. And then also, when you turn your hip, keep in mind you want to push the hip forward. Not only turning the hip like this, it should also go upward. So that means picture yourself, you're pulling yourself to the front here on the belt. Okay, so let's open. And slowly close with a gyaku. Rear leg almost straightened, hips to the front, and open again. Pay attention to your knees and close. Open and close. Open and close. Open. Okay, let's speed up a bit more power in it. And close. And close. And open. Move your hips forward, okay? And close. And open. Pay attention to your rear knee. So that means sink in here. Go down. And close. Open. And close. Good. Now let's add a age-uke, okay? So that means when we open, punch to the chin, and close, shoot on. And each, and knee. Each, and knee. And now on 1 count. That means each, okay? Each. Open and close your hips. Pay attention to the knee. Knee. Sun. Chi. And go. Okay, change sides. Right leg to the front. Let's do it again, slow. Knees, okay. Open. And close. Turn in your hips, push it upwards. And open. Sink in here, load up the spring, and close. And open, and close. Open, and close. Open. A bit stronger now, and each, and open. Knee. Sun. And chi. Okay, now let's add a kisame. So on 2 counts, each and knee. Okay, so each, kisame, and knee. Gyaku. Each, open. Keep attention to your knees and knee. Each, knee. Each, knee. Now in 1 count. Each. Knee, sun, chi, and go. Okay, yummy. Good. Again, when you open, sink in here. The knees stay the same. This part of the leg stays the same as well. And then go in, push your hips not only inwards, also to the front. Open and sink in here. Same on this side. Sink in, go out. Sink in, go out. Good. Let's combine this with an age-uke. Stand like this. Step forward with left, and age-uke, left, and gyaku. Hips are open, gyaku, and back. Step in with the right, and gyaku, and back. One comment for this, try to turn your hips at the very end. That means you're going straight in, and then at the end, when the block comes, turn your hips. Okay? Again, stepping with left, each, and knee, and back. Stepping with right, each, and knee. Back, left, each, and knee. And right, each, and knee. And back. On one count, a bit quicker, okay? Start with left, step in left. Each, and back, and right. Knee. Sun. Chi. And go. Good. Take out your hips a bit. Let's do the same with going backwards. So we step back with the left leg, age-uke, open, gyaku, okay? Let's do it on one count, slowly, okay? Start with your left leg, each, and forward. Knee, done. Chi, and go. Okay, 5 fast, okay? Start with your left leg, one count, 2 techniques. Each. Knee. Sun. Chi. And go. Okay, good, yummy. All right, this concludes my part. Cardio and some hip movements. Attention to the knees. Both go to the front. Tilt in here and then move, not only rotate it, also push to the front. Okay. Marty, can I pass it to you?
Thank you, Mark. Let me put on Marty as the spotlight. Gotcha. All right, you're all set, Marty.
Thank you, Sensei. All right, we're going to be, I think Mark, Senpai Mark did a great lead into what we're going to be moving back on. And we're going to be working on what we did kind of a few weeks ago and moving back off on the angles. And we're going to be doing some combinations as we move off on the angles. Just a couple of things to keep in mind too, as well as we're kind of moving back, it's just going to be a slight pivot or movement offline. It's not going to be 90 degrees. It may not even be 45. It's just going to be a slight movement back. As we are moving back in these, just keep in mind, like for instance, when I'm dropping back with my right leg, the same thing that Mark just covered is to keep in mind about as we move back to block, that we be careful of making sure that we keep that knee out and then our hips are open. So the first one we're going to be starting with is the opponent will be coming in with either a age-uke or a gyaku-zuki block. We're going to be stepping back with our right leg, and then we're just going to be parrying. It's just enough to get that punch away from your face. So the first step is not over blocking. So you shouldn't be coming way past your face. It's just enough to get it past. You'll be dropping back with your right leg. We'll be in a kamae position with our with our left leg forward, and be shifting slightly back. Just enough, if I face on, it's just enough to get that punch by. So just a slight shift back, and then gyaku-zuki punch. Okay, so then once again, we'll do it, is drop back with your left leg, slightly back, and then gyaku-zuki coming in. Okay, once again, nice and slow again. We're going to do that slow a few times, shifting back, parry, and then gyaku-zuki punch. Now in this case, you can keep your hand up. Just like in kamae position, is going to come back to protect the side of your face. So from this position, slight shift back, parry, and then gyaku-zuki punch inside. So once again, we'll do it nice and slow. Ich, parry, knee, punch. Double check your stance. Make sure that your knees are squared. Your hips are squared away too as well. Remember, this is a slight pitch back. Kamae position. Ich, knee. Again. Ich, knee. Again. Ich, knee. Again. Ich, knee. Ich, knee. Still at 2 counts. Ich, knee. Kamae. Ich, knee. Ich, knee. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to start blending it, and we're going to make it rather than 1, 2. We'll still do slow, slowly increase it. It's just going to be a slight shift parry and then go right in. So you're going to kind of shorten that movement between the parry and the gyaku-zuki punch. So a little bit faster and decrease the 1, 2. So we're going to just do 1 count, both motions. Ready? Ich, knee, some, she, go. Okay, nice and fast now. Ready? 1 motion or 2 motions, 1 count. Ich, my, knee. Some. She. Angle. You. Okay, watch, switch feet. Other side, right leg forward. Same idea, kamae position. Slight shift back and off to the angle, just enough. And then gyaku-zuki punch. Ready, nice and slow to start. Ich, knee. 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 Okay, a little bit faster. Shorten the timing between the parry and the punch. Shorten the time between the parry and the punch. 1 count, both motions. Ich, knee, some, she, go. Okay, nice and fast now. Make it all 1 count. Ich, knee, some, she, angle. You. All right, MA. Okay, back to a left leg forward. Next one that we're going to do is same thing, except this time we're going to go offline slightly. Just that slight parry, kazama magari, and then gyaku-zuki. So same thing again, 3 counts to start. Ich, 1, 2, 3. Good. Knee, 1, 2, 3. Some, 1, 2, 3. Go. 1, 2, 3. Think I lost my spotlight, but I'll keep going. Everybody, I'm not sure if I'm still on everybody's spotlight or not. I don't know if Sensei. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Sensei. All right, shortening the timing between each one.
I
Just
thought
still,
maybe you might want to have everybody be able to see everybody, but
do I have the settings right, Sensei?
no, I just thought you might have wanted to see everybody doing
Okay.
what you're doing. So,
All right. I can still see everybody. I was
all right.
off for just a second. So, all right, once again, nice and slow. Ich, ni, sam. Back to center. Ich, ni, sam. Ich, ni, sam. So in this case, what I'm trying to do is, as I'm in my kamae position, I want to draw this person in. So I want to drop my lead hand just slightly. And that's purposeful. I want to kind of fake them or draw them to come in. So I'm going to drop my lead hand slightly enough to where he takes the bait. I'm going to throw the line out, take the bait. And then if he comes in, and it won't matter whether it's a age-uke or gyaku-zuki, jodan or chudan level, you can adjust accordingly. I still want to draw that in just slightly. And then enough where my back leg, when I draw that over on a 45, I've kind of got this planted enough that I can just draw that right up into Kazama Maigari. So let's keep going on this side, just a few more, and we'll blend it all together and then we'll switch sides. So ready, ich, ni, so. Good, one count all three. Ni. Some. Chi. And you. Okay, watch, switch sides. Same thing, other side. 3 counts. Ich, ni, some. Again. Ich, ni, some. Ich, ni, some. Ich, ni, some. Okay, let's blend them together. All 3 together now. 1 count. Ich, ni, some. Chi. Angle. You. All right, yame. Switch sides. So, same thing again. We're going to draw it in. Same thing. With slight parry, kick, and we're going to shift forward. So we're going to go deep into them, deep towards their body. Slight shift. Kazama Maigari, push off the back leg, shift your hips forward, and then you're going to do an uppercut underneath their jaw. So this way. So once again, shift back. Kazama Maigari, push off that back leg, gain some distance, cover, and an uppercut, and then back up. Ich, ni, sink, some. Again. Slow it first. Ich, ni, some. Ich, ni, some. Make sure you're shooting your hips nice and deep. Blend them together. 1 count, all 3. Ich. Back up to kamae. Ni. Sam. Chi. Angle. You. Watch sides. Same thing. Ich, knee, push, uppercut, some. Ich, knee, some. Ich, knee, some. Ich, knee, some. Okay, blending together now. One count, all three. Ich. Knee. Some. She. Ego. You. You mate? You away? Any questions so far?
I have a question. When you first move, when you do the first move, you put a little bit of 45-degree.
Yes. So just a slight movement, just enough to get that punch very close away from my face. So it's just a slight movement off. I
Okay.
wouldn't even say it's 45, so
Okay, thank
maybe
you.
less.
All right, thank you.
Andy?
Yep. Same move, just on the footwork. So are you just pivoting on the front foot or are you shifting at all?
So my back leg, let me back up, see if you can, actually, I'll tilt my screen down so you can see it better, hopefully.
Yeah, that's better.
You see that?
Yep.
So what I'm doing on this is I'm straight on you. And all I'm doing is just shifting that leg ever so slightly.
Right.
Slightly off, just to get off the railroad tracks for that punch. Or kick, which we'll be doing later, but it's just a slight movement off here, and just enough for me to chamber my hips. And now, if I'm going to do Kizama-gari, it's the same thing, just a slight shifting off to the side. So, hope that answered your question.
So it's a combination of a slight shift and a slight rotation.
Correct. Right. Yes.
Right.
Yep. Yeah.
Thank you.
Good question. Thank you so much. Okay. So, what's next is. Okay, in this case, same concept and idea. My left leg's back. So let me drop my camera down a little bit because this is kind of important to see my footwork more than my upper. I think everybody can see me there. So from this position, it's the same thing. Drawing the person in, dropping my lead hand. Okay, slight shift off. Now in this case, when I'm shifting, I need to kind of slightly push my shoulders forward. So if you can look at my footwork, I'm still slightly moving, but in this case, I'm moving my front foot as well to get just a little bit deeper towards that punch. So the first motion is here, just a slight shift on an angle and slightly forward. From this position, it's going to be a foot sweep. So I'm going to take out either depending on where they're at after my block, I may take their heel and pull that forward, or I may take the outside of their foot. And this movement, this sweep is just a slight movement, just like our teki katas. It's just going to be a slight movement in, just enough to pull them off balance. So once I'm here and I shift off to the side, my left hand is parrying. As I foot sweep, this rear hand is going to grab their arm. So from this position, they came in with a punch. I parried that punch just past my face. I'm going to switch. So my rear hand is going to come up. At the same time I foot sweep, this hand is going to be drawing down. So if I pull somebody's arm straight forward, it's much easier for them to resist and pull back, even if their leg is splayed way out on that sweep. However, if I sweep and their legs pulled out, I want to pull them down. It's going to be easier for them to take them off balance, especially with a slight hip pull. So in this case, a slight parry, I'm moving in. I grab and sweep and pull at the same time. Back up so you can see my feet. Slight parry, pull, sweep, and then gyaku-zuki straight down. So same thing. Shift back, right? At the same time, sweep and gyaku-zuki down. So one more time. So itch, reach out, pull, and then punch. And that hand can stay up. I want to try to keep that hand up. So from this position again, shift, grab, sweep, gyaku-zuki. Okay, now if, we'll do this a couple different ways. If you pull them and you sweep them good enough and they're dropping towards your rear leg, then what I can do is if you've pulled them and sweep them and you pulled that foot forward, if they're landing towards your back leg this way, then you may have to rotate your hip to depending on where they're at. So I may, if their body is falling towards your rear leg, our rear leg, I may have to rotate down to punch. If you've pulled them and you swept on the outside of their foot, and now they're moving towards your outside, your left side in this case, if they're moving towards your left side, then once again, you're going to have to step out, rotate, and gyaku-zuki down. So we'll try it. The first way we'll try it several times is just if they're pulling and they end up straight kind of in front of you, and you're going to do the gyaku-zuki straight down. So let's try it. Slow to start. Itch, parry, grab, knee sweep, and gyaku-zuki. By the count, itch, knee, same time, so. Itch, knee, some. Again. Itch, knee, some. Itch, knee, some. Okay, let's move it up a little bit more. Try to blend it together, still by the count. Itch, knee, some. One more. Itch, knee, some. Okay, all together now. Does anybody have any questions or are confused with that as we move forward? Is everybody good? Good. Okay, let's keep going then.
I'm having a hard time with getting good rotation on that sweep.
You mean to pull them forward? If I'm understanding.
Yeah, just kind of.
Are you having problems with that?
It's not the pull. It's getting my leg and getting what I think would be enough force to pull them down. It just maybe I'm not working my hips right or something. I'm not sure.
So to answer your question, two ways. I'm just pulling when I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking that I've kind of closed the distance on them. Their foot is kind of really close to mine, and I'm not coming kind of the big sweep, right? Where I want to take them off their legs. I'm just trying to unbalance them slightly. So once I parry and I pull this way, I'm pulling my hip at the same time. So I still have that punch here. I'm pulling that arm and my hip at the same time. So I'm going to show it sideways. Once I parry here and I've got their arm, my arm and my hip it's just a slight pull. So I'm just enough to unbalance them. By combining that with the hand, I'm not saying you're going to drop them. I'm saying that hopefully you unbalance them enough that they're leaning down and forward. To gain a little bit more hip action into this after you parry, you certainly can do a bigger rotation on your hip and pull more back towards your backside. So if you're just doing a slight one, just to unbalance them, if you really kind of want to pull them down on this after you grab, I'm pulling and rotating my shoulders and my hips together this way. So I want to use that momentum that I'm pulling back to drive my gyaku-zuki forward. Did that answer your question? Hopefully, maybe. Good? Okay, I saw the thumbs up. All right, so let's kind of blend it together. And when you're working on this, try it a couple different ways as we're working through that. Try that with that slight parry and grabbing and just a slight movement, just enough to kind of take their balance out. And then try it a couple times with pulling that arm, really pulling that arm and leg back and down, and then rotating that. Okay? So let's kind of blend it together. We'll still keep it not exceptionally fast, but just one count all the motions. Ready? Ich, ni, sam. Good. Okay? One count now. Ich. A little bit faster. Ni. Sam. She. And go. You. The other side. Okay, same thing. Slight movement. In and off to the side slightly. Rear hand is up. Grabs. Pulls in. Gyaku-zuki punch. Okay, and once again on your own, as we're working through this, try this straight on. Try it to where you have to rotate out a little bit more. So just kind of play around with it. Ready? Ich, ni, sam. Good. Again. Ich, ni, sam. More blended. Ich, ni, sam. Ich, ni, sam. Ich, ni, sam. Okay, all together, one count. All motions. Ich, ni, sam. She. Go. You. All right, you may switch sides. Okay, next one we're going to do is for the maigeri. So somebody's throwing a maigeri. Either they're in this case they're throwing a maigeri and moving back. So we'll start with their left leg. In this case, once again, a slight movement off to the side. Now, if you recall, when we were punching, I'm going to try to bait them and draw them in. So for the punches, if I want to try to pull them in for a gyaku-zuki or age-uke punch towards the face, I'll drop my guard down. If I'm trying to bait them for maybe an age-uke punch or gyaku-zuki punch shoot-out level, I may draw that up, just leave enough so it looks like I'm kind of leaving an opening for them. In this case, it's going to be the same thing for that maigeri kick. My left leg's forward. I'm going to be up. My lead hand guard is going to kind of be opened up a little bit, maybe a little bit higher than usual. And I want to draw that kick in towards me. In this case, I'm just going to move slightly off to the side and check that kick. So I'm going to go to the outside of the leg. I'm not going to block hard. I just want to sweep that kick with a quick motion, sweep it by. Once I sweep that by, and they're landing forward, so quick sweep off to the side, blocking, coming back up, Mawashigiri, gyaku-zuki. Okay, so once again, I'm in Kamae position, I guard, sweep, Mawashigiri, gyaku-zuki. Once I come in and sweep that leg, their body, depending if they pivot a lot or just a little after that block, they're going to be walking straight into that Mawashigiri, and then I can do either gyaku-zuki punch jodan or chudan level. So once again, ich, rear leg, Mawashigiri, knee, som. Ich, knee, som. Ich, block, knee, som. Okay, blend it. All emotions, one count. Ich, knee, som. And she. Okay, speed it up. Ready? Ich. Knee. Som. Chi. Angle. Okay, me. Switch sides, same idea. Squared up. Slight parry with the leg across. Come across. Mawashigiri, gyaku-zuki. Ready? Ich, knee, som. Good. Ich, knee, som. Ich, knee, som. Don't forget after you parry that leg, make sure you bring your hand back up. Okay, one motion, or excuse me, one count, all the motions. Ich, knee, som. She. Angle. Okay, faster. Just a few more. Ich. Knee. Som. She. Angle. You. May. Switch. I think my alarm just went off. Yame and Yoi. Any questions about what we did? I think that's time.
Yep.
Is that time, Sensei? I had
It is.
glasses right away.
Yeah, you did good. Good. All
Any-
right, I think that's all we have for
Okay
today.
with that?
What's that?
Just anything you want to point out?
No, I think actually it might be a good tie-in to Paul's work on Saturday, where when you move off to the side, you got to use the movement and the sinking into the back foot to spring off of. Okay, so a few folks kind of look like they, we'll call it dilly-dallied after they bring their foot back, and they're not pushing off and bouncing off of it right away. So the idea is you want to get back to the offense as quickly as possible, instead of just hanging back and then going slowly into the next technique. So 1-2 type of thing. So kind of connect that movement off to the side with the movement in to make the attack.
Right. Thank you, Sensei.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Marty. Appreciate it. Good work today. Appreciate it. And this coming Saturday is going to be Miho and Mima. We'll get to see Mima. Is she going to be in town, Miho, or is she going to be doing it from Toronto?
Yeah, from Toronto.
Oh, very nice. All right. So we'll have a U.S. and Canadian tag team again, just like today.
Yes, that's it. That's right today.
All right. Well, great. Thank you so much. Appreciate your help today, guys. And we'll see some of you on Saturday. Have
Thank
a
you
good
so
day.
much.
Sounds
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you,
Bye,
Senpai.
Marty.
Bye-bye.